Well, the head of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union speaking out on that island-wide blackout that not only left thousands of consumers frustrated, but inconvenienced last week Friday. He also spoke on other issues affecting power generation today with our LaDon Davis.
Bahamas Electrical Workers Union President Paul Maynard, who represents Bahamas Power and Light Company's line staff, assured Bahamian consumers that with cooler temperatures looming over the Bahamas over the next few days, load shedding could be little to non-existent. In an interview with our news team on Wednesday, Maynard touched on last week's island-wide power outage in New Providence, noting that the protection system failure that caused the blackout could have been avoided if it was upgraded years ago.
Cable between Big Pond and Collins Avenue blew, and what should have happened was the breaker at Big Pond should have operated, and that would have been the end of it. Only Palmdale would have been off. The point is, it bypassed the breaker and went to the engines. The engines do what it's supposed to do: shut itself down to protect itself.
But as consumers brace for an additional charge from Bahamas Power and Light next year once the electricity rate reduction bond bill is passed in Parliament, Maynard says all of new power generation engines must be on the grid in the hopes of bringing some relief to the consumer.
I understand the three engines are supposed to start testing next week. Really, they're managing. You get BC the right to manage, but in my opinion, they should just wait for the other four and then run all at the same time, start testing all at the same time. They want to have it up and running. They want to have the engines up and running by the 15th. That's next week. Whether they make a deadline, I don't know. But the point is, as I said, we don't really need the engines now, so we could wait until January.
But the big question is, are Bahamians fully trained to properly manage the new state-of-the-art power engines? Here's Maynard's response.
Bahamians are not trained yet to operate them because they're just doing interviews now, as a matter of fact. They're doing, Bahamians have until the 15th of this month to put it, because they extended the deadline to put in for their, for the office for the jobs. Now, as I said, we are meeting them on this afternoon at 5:30, I believe. And so we got to sort it out.
Meanwhile, Maynard says he plans to address some of the issues affecting B.P.L workers participating in the company's restoration efforts and residents still not without power in the aftermath of Hurricane Dorian over in Abaco during a proposed meeting with B.P.L and Wärtsilä executives. LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.